Part 116. After my death, the villain blackened again. Author, Ben Gongwei Pang. Chapter 1164. Qin Chen thought that his own daughter-in-law might be bullied and frowned, but realized that her daughter's body shrank, and she softened her eyebrows and said, "The little song is still small." Tired? This matter, he must go to solve it in private, cannot scare his own daughter-in-law. Yanj, I feel very strong. I need to walk and exercise every day. I have lost the opportunity to exercise because of you. Qin Chen rubbed Yan Ji's head, then I let you down, and you are tired to tell me the first time. Yanj immediately took a kiss on his face and said, "Daddy is so good, thank you Dad." Qin Chen touched his face subconsciously, and he was a little hesitant. It came so suddenly that he couldn't react at all. Qin Chen's house is located on a small hillside and there are no people around. Therefore, if you want to go shopping at the night market, you have to go down to the city. Yanj could no longer walk down the mountain. I really regret not letting Qin Chen drive. It is even harder to understand why Qin Chen lives in such a place where birds do not lay eggs. So after a short circle around the bottom of the mountain, the two returned home slowly. Yanj, Dad, buy me a game console, and the two of us can play games together at night. Save this guy to do nothing at night, always squinting at the pipe. Qin Chen, the game is not fun, you can play my tail. Words of song. I don't like playing with your tail, I like playing games. Qin Chen, I have other fun besides my tail. You can't play. This guy is so thick-faced and shameless, Yan Ji's face is dark, and he refuses decisively, don't play. Qin Chen was a little disappointed, but he thought it was the little daughter-in-law who hadn't understood the fun yet, tempting to say, it's really special and fun. You can try it and make it addictive. Yanj, I'm not interested, I just want to play games and watch TV. Qin Chen, well, his daughter-in-law hasn't opened up yet. When I got home, I took Yan Ji to take a bath and cleaned Yan Ji. Qin Chen then hugged the person into her den. He became paralyzed on the bed and bit his tail, while chanting words. This pattern is staged every day. Yan Ji has already calmed down, ignoring the increasingly rich smell in the air. She grabbed the book on the bedside and read it with interest. Qin Chen devoted himself to two uses. While playing himself, he asked the song, "Is there still no food in the school that meets the taste?" His little daughter-in-law didn't make up, but how could he grow up in estrus? Qin Chen was a little worried. Yanj, the food in the school cafeteria is delicious. Qin Chen, how about the PE teacher, isn't it delicious? Yan Song did not look up. I don't like to eat people, I like to eat. Qin Chen sighed. How long must he wait? He had arranged the wedding room, but there was no shadow in the roll sheet. He said patiently, "Little Song, the food that people make is not nutritious. You are growing and need nutrition, and eat more delicious food to grow taller." Yanj, I'm quite tall now, in the class can be regarded as medium-high, girls do not need to grow too tall, like me now, in the future to find the object in order to birdie people, if it is too high, later than the boyfriend it won't look good. Qin Chen, what is his wife saying? Looking for someone to find a boyfriend? Where is her serious spouse placed by her? After my death, the villain blackened again. Author, Ben Gongwei Pang. Chapter 1165. Qin Chen didn't even want to play with his tail. His tail became longer, and he rolled his words on his stomach. You want a boyfriend? Yanj, I'm still so young, the teacher said, I can't fall in love now, I can't find a boyfriend until I grow up to the legal age. After that, she slapped Qin Chen's nose, Dad, I'm still reading, you've interrupted my reading. This dad made Qin Chen, who had calmed down again, indignant again. He pulled her paw and dragged her hair, dare you find a boyfriend, I will eat you. Yan Ji widened his eyes and looked at Qin Chen. Dad, do you want me to find a girlfriend? But I'm not gay. Qin Chen, when you grow up, I will find a boyfriend for you. You are not allowed to find it? Yanj, Dad, you hurt my hair. Ah, it hurts, my hair must have been ripped off by you a lot. Qin Chen, how did you feel that your daughter-in-law didn't listen? Pissed off. Anger. However, when he saw the hair on his paws, his emotions all turned into guilty conscience, and he hid the hair on his paws under his body before he realized the words. The test scores are particularly good. Do you have any rewards you want? Yanj, the class teacher probably knows that this gene beast is not easy to mess with, so he tells the good news and not the bad. Should she take the initiative to confess that she is the last in the class? Alas, forget it. Don't you charge me $1 million today? I need to buy anything myself. Qin Chen, okay, then I'll hit you $1 million more. Words of song. Climb decisively on Qin Chen's ugly face and kiss him. Dad, you are so good. After a pause, she said, Dad, can we accept courier service here? Do you know our address? Qin Chen, no, but you can send the courier to my office. Words, oh. Qin Chen, what are you buying? Song, girls' supplies. Qin Chen's claws gathered his sharp nails, and again, gently rubbing Yan Ji's small arms and small body. The little daughter-in-law smelled so good that he regretted making her a nest alone, and really wanted to hold her to sleep like this. Yanj, Dad, I'm going to read a book. This dad is like Qin Chen's nightmare. Xioj, can you call me Qin Chen? I'm really not your father. Yan Ji stared at Qin Chen. The expression looked sad. The little daughter-in-law is still young. Qin Chen feels that this truth may hurt the little daughter-in-law's heart. He is about to compromise in the tearful eyes of the little daughter-in-law. But before he spoke, he sighed and said, I know, in fact, you are not my dad, but you are so good to me and better than your dad. In my heart, even if our two are not related, I also treat you as my dad. She touched Qin Chen's extremely sturdy jaw. I will give you an old age when you get old. Dad, do auntie worry, even if my dad comes, I won't auntie recognize him. I only recognize you, and I'll be your own dad. Qin Chen, not touched at all. His beast face is too ugly, and his emotions are almost indistinguishable. Because of this, even if he was angry, Yan Ji could not understand. I treat you so well because I lack a daughter-in-law. When you grow up, you will be my daughter-in-law, and I will not be your father. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. After my death, the villain blackened again. Author, Ben Gong Wei Pang. Chapter 1166. Qin Chen's fierce jet, if you are not my wife, I will eat you. Yanj scratched his chin. Dad, you really have a knife and tofu heart. This problem can no longer continue. Yan Ji is really afraid of angering this guy. She rolled on his chest, resting his head on his head. Dad, why are you so your body? It's not as comfortable as my crib. Your tail sends me to the crib. Qin Chen squinted his eyes, enjoying the soft touch of small things on his body, and his voice was still fierce. No. Yan Singer squeezed his ears and rubbed. Dad, you're so big, you would crush me to death when you turn over at night. Her small body was really too weak now, and he could squeeze her into a mud. When can I grow up? Qin Chen was so depressed, his tail wrapped around Yanj's body, and he returned the song to the cot with an unhappy look. Yan Ji yawned and let Qin Chen's tail help her cover the quilt. Dad, you are very kind to me, and I will respect you in the future. Qin Chen's tail fluttered in mid-air without a word. He will teach her how to honor him later. On Saturday and Sunday, Qin Chen stayed in the world for a long time. His rules are the same as human beings. From Monday to Friday, Thunder can't move to work. On Saturday and Sunday, he sleeps and plays with his tail. Typical otaku. Yan Song has no idea what's fun with the tail. She asked Qin Chen to take her out to play. One person and one beast went to the playground. When riding the roller coaster, Qin Chen just sat up. The roller coaster clicked and fell halfway from the air. When taking the pirate ship, as soon as Qin Chen was sitting, the pirate ship could not shake. Go and play the rapids and retreat, sit on the boat, and sink to the bottom. What's so special? Where Qin Chen is a large-scale accident scene. Where can I dare to play Yanj? I can't wait to drag Qin Chen to run. How far to run? Yanj thinks this guy is deliberate. Why didn't your car get crushed by you, nor did you walk on the road? You are upstairs, and the building has not been crushed by you, but here you put all the facilities smashed. Qin Chen was grieved. I don't know. Words of song. This guy's mind is divergent, it's strange. These can't be played, only to go to some food streets. It can be said that Ge's stomach is not good. She has diarrhea except for white porridge, so she just strolls around. Qin Chen, it's better to go home and play with the tail. Words of song. A little bit promising. There is only one hobby in the brain. It's really powerless. Yanj is determined not to go home. One person and one animal simply go to K-song. But within 10 minutes, the manager came in and asked the song and Qin Chen to go out. Oh, double the money without saying anything, and point to Yanj and Qin Chen to sing with their rivals on the street. Qin Chen's singing voice is too bad. The sound was unpleasant, and it was extremely loud. When he sang, the whole building was shaking. Standing on the street, Qin Chen asked the song, "Are we going to sing across?" The manager said that the opposite KTV is bigger, the sound is better, the songs are more comprehensive, and the sound insulation effect is even more invincible. Qin Chen has not finished singing the sweet song just now. He feels the need to go to the other side to continue singing. It is not his style to do things halfway. Yan Ji saw his face bewildered, but he didn't roll his eyes after enduring it. After my death, the villain blackened again. Author, Ben Gong Wei Pang. Chapter 1167. So, half an hour later, one person and one beast were once again invited by the opposite KTV as the ancestor, not only refunded the double money, but also specifically pointed to the opposite KTV. Qin Chen, my face is so handsome, I can make money after a lap. Yan Song, it's mainly because your voice is good. Qin Chen, I sing really well. He sighed sadly, there is nothing challenging in the human world, it is better to go back and play with the tail. Yan Song, let's go fishing. Qin Chen, those low-level creatures scared me away when they saw me. Yanj, then go to the library to read a book. Qin Chen, oh, good. When Yanj was reading, Qin Chen lay on the opposite table, snoring loudly. After watching it for half an hour, Yanj could not wait to cover his face and ran out of the library. If this is a date, then this date is a variety of rollover scenes. Yan Ji no longer expected this beast. She went to the supermarket and bought various game consoles, laptops and TVs. But when I came home, I realized that there was no internet cable at home. Qin Chen, it's useless to pull the net, really. Yan Ji thought of this day's experience, and then think about it again to be a wife of such a guy like Qin Chen, and his eyes are red with anger. I want to pull the net, I want to watch TV and play games on the forum. Qin Chen, don't cry. Yanj banged his chest, will you pull the net cable for me? Qin Chen, if you cry any more, I'll pull the net cable for you. Yan Song, the tears were angered by him. She stomped to pat his face, staring at him aggressively, you just say, are you pulling? Qin Chen's tail rolled up his words, wrapped him in his arms, and kissed her little face. I pull. The advantage of this beast is that, no matter what, if he is going to do it, he will never drag a minute and a second. Before dinner, the network cable was already pulled. Even the TV and computer are already installed. Qin Chen didn't like outsiders entering his sight, so when he pulled the network cable to the foot of the mountain, he pulled the network cable back home. He hated the ugly network cable. Not only did he pull a sleeve with gold to make the network cable golden, but also the computer TV bought by Yanj today, all inlaid with Phnom Penh. The computer desk made for Yanj is also made of gold. Yanj curiously asked him, "Where did you get so much gold?" Qin Chen, "Under the house we live in, the whole mountain is full of gold." Words of song. This is really sitting on base Han. Such a wayward extravagant mind, the admiration of the five bodies. At night, Qin Chen's love porridge came out of the pot, and she greeted Yanj for dinner on the table. This afternoon Qin Chen has been busy all the time. Yanji is watching the tear idol drama without blinking. She held a golden pillow in her arms. This pillow was a small beast-shaped Qin Chen. I have to say that this guy's technique of pulling Jin Yan is really good. A piece of gold in his hand can be pulled into a soft pillow in a blink of an eye. Seeing that he was using a small golden bowl for porridge, the spoon was also a small golden spoon. Yan Ji guessed that the porcelain bowl and spoon she had bought were thrown away by this guy again. Protests have been fruitless on numerous occasions. For true love, Yanj could only hold the heart of heavy metal poisoning and death, and tragically dried this bowl of love porridge. Had known, she wouldn't toss what he did with his love porridge. Now it's okay, it's hers who is tossing, hey. After my death, the villain blackened again. Author, Ben Gong Wei Pang. Chapter 1168. After drinking the porridge, Yanj began teaching Qin Chen to play games. The best way to transfer a hobby is to like another sport. Yanj intends to turn this guy's habit of playing games every night into playing games every night. However, after playing for a while, Yanji stared at the game machine shattered by Qin Chen's fist, and didn't even want to talk. "Dad, I'll find some information on the computer. You watch TV first." Qin Chen didn't think his wife-in-law was angry. "Oh, okay." At the end, he added, "If you don't understand anything, ask me." "Yanj, I don't think this beast is a learner who knows everything." After Yanji played on the computer for a while, he turned his head and realized that Qin Chen was watching TV. It's not an idol drama, nor is it a war movie fairy tale. It is the world of humans and natural animals, which happens to talk about the various things of the two pythons during the mating season. Qin Chen didn't know where to put his glasses on, and stared at the TV without blinking. Words of song. She stared at Qin Chen silently for a while. As long as she does a little movement on weekdays, this guy's tail will immediately stretch over to curl her up. But now, he was pouting his tail, holding a pipe in his hand, staring at the TV with a dazzling eye, and it was a fascinating look. Yanji turned her head silently and refocused on the computer. She felt that she and this gene beast had a natural generation gap. Of course, it probably has something to do with Yanji's natural dislike of animals. After all, since she remembered, in those days when she was still invisible as a tree, those guys couldn't wait to wipe out all of her branches and leaves once they encountered animals. Qin Chen completed his daily routine in the science popularization of the animal world. After playing himself, he was a bit lonely. When he was paralyzed on the sofa, he looked up and saw that he was still playing computer songs seriously, and sighed with frustration. Tone. It was boring to watch such TV alone. Because of the good things that kill time, such as a TV and a computer, everyone sleeps late at night. But the next day, Yanji got up early in the morning. Dad, I thought of a fun place, let's go together." Qin Chen likes to sleep late. Even on weekdays, he already has a regular pattern. He can't sleep late, but the weekend is the moment of his indulgence. He frowned and rolled over, taking the words of songs to the ear. Yan Ji saw that he couldn't get up, went to the bathroom to wash himself, changed a cute little skirt and went out. However, when she went downstairs to the door, she realized that she could not open the door herself. Not only cannot the door open, but also the window cannot open. So without this Gene beast, this room is a prison for her? She also said that treating her as a daughter-in-law didn't even give her the right to open the door. Yanj ran on the ground and ran upstairs again, hitting himself directly on Qin Chen's body. "Dad, Dad, I am hungry, I am hungry. Dad, get up, I'm so hungry, I'm starving." As soon as the dead words came out, Qin Chen stunned and sat up. How could his little daughter-in-law find him starved to death? Although he got upset and gasped, looking at the poor speech song, he sat down with the roll of speech song on his shoulder, and quickly stepped down into the kitchen. "Yanj, Dad, you're so dead when you sleep," you shouted. "You can't wake up for a long time. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. After my death, the villain blackened again. Author, Ben Gong Wei Pang. Chapter 1169. Qin Chen, I didn't hear it. Yanj, Dad, how old are you? Is your ear a little deaf when you get older? Or buy a hearing aid? Qin Chen. He was too old to feel old even before his daughter-in-law had slept. It was really uncomfortable and wronged. He couldn't even speak with the help of the five senses, and the little daughter-in-law was too heartbreaking. Yanj, yes, Dad, a classmate invited me out to play today. Will you take me to the city after dinner? Okay, I will go shopping with my classmates. Men and women. Women, 2 female classmates. Do you want to eat them? Know what kind of beast this guy is, how to fill the brain with food, Yan Ji helplessly explained. Dad, I am a human, there is no habit of eating people, you should not eat people in the future, eat more people, it's boring, it's better to eat. Qin Chen, people are not good at all, they are not enough to be our food. Words of song. So this guy eats all the same kind? Yan Ji didn't want to talk with him more about this matter. After all, the two humanities are not the same. She choked Qin Chen's big ears. Dad, let's say so, you will send it later, I will come back to sleep afterwards. Qin Chen, not good, I'll go with you. The little daughter-in-law of his family apparently couldn't tell the difference between food and people, and he was afraid she would be choked off by something else as food. Although she has her own mark, for Qin Chen, her daughter-in-law is not in the eyes, and she is still very worried. Yan Ji glared at him. I'm so old, I went out with my classmates to buy underwear or something, how embarrassed you are. We are all girls, and they are talking about the secret topics of girls. Dad, when you follow us, it turns into a big light bulb, so that we can't say anything. Qin Chen obviously felt that his own daughter-in-law seemed to be averse to him. He was a little injured. However, despite the apparent compromise, he didn't follow Yanj, but secretly followed. Yu Yanj was originally 2 female classmates, but the other one happened temporarily, so the trip was a 2-person trip. The female classmate named Xiao Wei was sitting in the front row of Yanj. She was a very enthusiastic and cheerful little girl. When she saw Yanj, she took the arm of Yanj and complained, it was a difficult weekend. Hey, it's really annoying. I haven't finished my homework today. What about you, did you finish it? Yanj shook his head, I didn't write. She wanted to see how she would react if she took the penultimate test. Xiao Wei stared at the song in amazement, haven't written at all? Your parents don't care about you. Her own dad was very happy that she didn't do her homework, and Yan Ji shook her head painfully. My dad also cares about me. I plan to go back and fight at night. Xiao Wei stared at Yan Ji with a look of admiration. You are such a good man, so much homework that you can't write in one night. Two people entered the mall and tried clothes while chatting. Xiao Wei's family is obviously very good, and she will buy clothes that look good. Yan Ji was afraid that she would carry too many bags for a while. She only picked up the underwear she needed. At the underwear store, Xiao Wei was even more crazy than Yan Ji, and bought several sets of underwear with B cups in one go. Although Xiao Wei looks thin and small, she is obviously not small at this age. After my death, the villain blackened again. Author, Ben Gong Wei Pang. Chapter 1170. Yan Ji's jealous eyes hurt. She was taller than Xiao Wei, and she looked fatter than Xiao Wei. But her chest, was a compliment. Xiao, why is your chest so small? It's no different from the two acne on your back. Emma, you don't need to wear a bra like this, you can get a band-aid in summer, it will be especially cool. Words of song, jealousy separated her from the wall, and now she wants to swallow the woman. Even if she had a small breast, she was a lot bigger than the two acne on her back, right? With her eyes narrowed, Xiao Wei also wanted to pinch her two acne. Yan Ji reached out her hand and blocked it. You have and you are reasonable. If you dare touch me, I will fight back. Xiao Wei laughed. So this way, the topic of clothing shifted to the chest. You have to eat more breasts, like we are now a breast development period, miss the development period, and later want to grow big, also big deal. Yan Ji had a sour heart, and she suddenly thought that her chest had always been so small. Was it because she didn't make up for it during development? Yes, she used to be a little sapling, so she would think about growing tall, but where is the long breast? The two girls walked up the fourth floor all the way and simply bought tickets to go to the cinema after the cinema. After watching the movie, I went to the food city again. Xiao Wei obviously comes here often, always thinking about what is delicious. Yan Ji's stomach can only eat porridge, she is not interested in not having diarrhea, no matter what delicious food. It is also suitable for chatting when eating, and Xiao Wei's mouth is non-stop all the way. Ask someone in Yan's family and ask what his father is doing. My dad is a craftsman. Thinking of his dad's technique of pulling gold into various things, Yang felt that he was a craftsman, and he was a little bit buried. Waiting for Xiao Wei to finish eating, the two went to the bathroom again, holding hands. There is no one else in the bathroom. What made Yan's song even more surprising was that when she entered the bathroom, Xiao Wei also entered another room with her, but when she came out, she could not find the trace of Xiao Wei. She thought Xiao Wei was waiting for her outside, and after shouting a few times, no one responded, and she went out. After walking 2 steps, Yan Ji paused. She slowly turned her head and saw a black-haired animal resembling a rabbit with a wide mouth behind her. The size of this monster is no different from that of a rabbit, but the mouth is larger than that of a rabbit, and there is a sickening odor in this big mouth of the blood basin. When you sing a song, you have the illusion of being fainted. She held her breath, her eyes fell on the monster's neck, and a small pendant hung on the monster's neck. You are, Xiao Ei. The monster with the big mouth was stunned, but immediately, her mouth continued to widen, bouncing and biting at Yan's head. Qin Chen emerged out of thin air at this time, smashing the monster with one fist, and then slipped in front of Yang. This food is not delicious, it's too stinky, Xiao, let me throw her away. Yan Ji nodded. Qin Chen looked at her with a pale face, as if she hadn't turned back from the fright. She thought that her little daughter-in-law was still an uncivilized beast. Today she must have been frightened by a lot, and her heart was distressed. He was busy holding the unknowingly thick stuff in the garbage can and throwing it into the trash can, and washed his hands, so he walked out with his words, Don't be afraid, I'm here, this kind of thing, in the future will not be near you. After my death, the villain blackened again. Author, Ben Gongwei Pang. Chapter 1171. Qin Chen actually found out from the beginning that the classmate of Yanj was not a human, but also a squirrel with no sense of five. Because the stink rat does not have the five senses, it will not feel the powerful beast power of Yanj. Qin Chen felt that it was necessary to clean up all the stink rats. He used to think that these things were too stinky, and he didn't want to touch them, but now he has to kill them all for his own daughter-in-law. Yan Ji nested in Qin Chen's arms, and the hindsight reacted, "You have been following me." Qin Chen nodded, "Yeah." Yan Ji stared at the half-dimmed face, sighed, and asked, "Dad, how is Xiao Wei and Beast? Even if it isn't Beast, why should she eat me?" Qin Chen couldn't answer this question. Beasts are things that eat each other. Big eats small, strong eats weak, natural law, can't be more normal. But he felt that her own daughter-in-law had always defined herself as a human being, and she certainly couldn't understand what he said. He reached out and touched his soft hair, "Going out with me in the future, only I can protect you." Yan Song glanced up at him. This brain hole world is set according to the male owner's own wishes. This guy, obviously did not want her to go out with others, and told her this way around such a big bend, it was really speechless. She nodded, pinching Qin Chen's neck, and said softly, "Fortunately, there is a dad here today, otherwise I don't know what will happen, it is terrible." Qin Chen was so stunned by her, she sprayed on her face with soft words, and listened to her so dependent, her body was suddenly stiff and tight. "Hold back, this is still an uncivilized." Qin Chen endured the hard work all the way. Although he felt that the beasts started from birth, hunting food should be done slowly by themselves. This is a process of growth. But now, he is extremely hard-working, and he really wants to sacrifice Meow Meow, feed the food to the daughter-in-law's mouth, and let her quickly grow to estrus. I have to say that in the eyes of Yan Ji, although Qin Chen has no lower limit and his skin is extremely thick, he still has a little bottom line, and did not devour her like a hungry wolf, instead waiting extremely patiently for her estrus period to arrive. Although Xiao Wei's disappearance also caused some disturbances in the school, the teachers cautioned the students not to go to some remote places alone after school. Everyone is not very clear about Xiao Wei's disappearance. After several days of discussion, this matter was covered by new gossip in the school. Qin Chen felt that the smelly rat was unpleasant, so he simply found too little logo to clean up, and he himself became the supervisor. At the end of another round of Yanj's monthly exams, those stink rats were also wiped out by Qin Chen. He learned from the class teacher that his wife-in-law had taken the first place again, and immediately burst into a smile, "My little Song's performance is quite stable, and she has won the first place. The teacher has worked hard. Without your care for our little Song, she won't take the exam so well, thank you so much." Class teacher, is this really something to praise her? Still sarcastic? Listening to the tone of this parent's tone feels very bearish, will not go to the education bureau to sue her? After finishing talking to the head teacher, Qin Chen kept telling the assistant to give a gift to the head teacher. He himself gave 2 million yuan to Yanj. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. After my death, the villain blackened again. Author, Ben Gongwei Pang. Chapter 1172. The test is so good, the daughter-in-law is pretty good. Qin Chen thought that the little daughter-in-law and him had a gift last time, so before going to pick up the daughter-in-law, he took the initiative to make a gold necklace and planned to give the daughter-in-law as a gift. Yanj's account inexplicably entered another million, and she couldn't figure out why her dad was paying money. She could only guess that her dad was in a good mood today. I thought about her a few times when I was in control. Back home in the evening, another wonderful candlelit dinner. Although there was only a bowl of porridge and a golden gift box on the table, this arrangement was quite surprising. Song of Yan, Dad, what day is it today? Wow, this flower in the vase looks great. What kind of flower is it? Is it a golden sunflower? Golden roses. Qin Chen said, your class teacher said that you have taken the first place in this monthly exam. It is awesome. This gift is my reward today. Open it and see. Words of song. So $1,000,000 on her account is also her first prize. Didn't the head teacher say that she took the first place? The head teacher will definitely say, but the estimate in her family may not necessarily care. After all, it doesn't matter how good the test is for the student. What's important is to eat the PE teacher. What reward is it for me? Is it a game console? Yan Ji was a little afraid to open the gift. She was afraid that if she opened it, it would be a gold skirt or underwear. With the special aesthetics of this beast, this kind of thing can definitely be done. It's not a game console. Qin Chen's tail pushed the gift box in front of Yanj. It's better than a game console, just look at it. His expression was smug. On the contrary, Yan Song was even more reluctant to take a part. Qin Chen pushed the gift box beside Yan Ji again. Yanj, I'll drink the porridge first and then tear it down. I'm almost hungry. Qin Chen, oh, then you drink porridge first. He rolled his own tail over the remote control and opened the film of the animal world. One person and one beast cannot watch the same TV series on the United Front. Qin Chen, a rare song, doesn't like it? Qin Chen likes it? In order not to rob the remote control and not tore his face, Qin Chen rolled the remote control onto his own tail from the entrance of one person and one beast. Yan Ji squinted at him for such a small gesture and ignored him. Hey, this TV was bought for her nominally. In fact, Qin Chen was the one who had been occupying it. This guy is fascinated by the animal world every day, and sometimes reads a record several times. This is definitely a true love fan of the animal world. After drinking the gruel, he found that Qin Chen was already sitting on the sofa watching the animal world, and Yan Ji wanted to bypass him and go to the computer. However, as soon as she stood up, Qin Chen's tail was wrapped in front of her. Gift, open it quickly. It seemed that he couldn't escape. Yan Ji slowly opened the box. Looking at the gold chain thicker than her thumb, she didn't respond for a moment. What's this? Belt. Although the belt is gold and very tacky, but the pattern is better than the decoration on the skirt, the effect should be good. Although the gift was not good, it was much better than Yan Ji expected, and she was relieved consciously. No, it's a necklace. Qin Chen pressed the TV pause button, walked in front of Yanj, and took the gold necklace on the singer. Look at the little girls in your school who love chains. I'll give you two made one. How about it? Isn't it pretty? After my death, the villain blackened again. Author, Ben Gong Weipang. Chapter 1173. Is this special, a necklace? Qin Chen wore it on his neck, and Yanj felt that his neck was bent, and his whole head went toward the dining table. It's too heavy. Qin Chen, what's wrong? Yanj held the gold necklace with both hands. Hurry up and take it off. It's so heavy. Do you want to break my neck? Qin Chen. This was already the lightest necklace he had ever made for her small part, and she did not expect that she would still be unable to bear it. My own daughter-in-law is still too young. When woke up the next morning, Yan Ji found something wrong as soon as he raised his hand. Looking down, her wrists were full of thick gold chains on her wrists. Grass. This Qin beast. Qin Chen, who was washing her body in Ganjian, immediately said, I saw that you liked the gold chain last night, so I made you a bracelet and anklet again. Isn't it pretty? You don't need to thank me for the look, I also know that I have a good look. Song, hee hee. She went to school expressionlessly, because it was summer, and the gold bracelets on her hands and feet were too conspicuous. So from the moment she entered the classroom, everyone was looking at the gold bracelets on her hands. She even heard someone secretly calling her Nezang. Nima egg, if she put the gold chain around her neck together, that would be the real Neza. Yanj turned grief and anger into motivation, and became stronger and stronger. In the third monthly exam, he successfully got rid of the first place. Although the results are in the tail of the crane in the class, for the class teacher, Yanj can have such achievements, thank God for the miracle of the earth. She called the parents of Yanj for the first time and exaggerated her. Qin Chen, M. However, the class teacher boasted about his wife-in-law, which is always a good thing. Even if he can't secure the first place, his ability to compete in the front row is not bad. He felt that his daughter-in-law should not be in a good mood now, so he decisively hid 2 million in the past and asked his assistant to give a gift to the class teacher. Yan Song. If you don't agree with each other, you will make money. Qin Chen received a call from the head teacher before the school day had passed. His daughter-in-law was fighting in the school. Qin Chen rushed to school as soon as possible. Together with Yanj, the 4 students were standing in the corridor. Qin Chen walked over and pulled Yan Ji in front of him for the first time. Which one hit you? Where was it hit? Is it painful? Let me take you to the hospital. The class teacher talking to other parents aside. Except for the words, the clothes are not wrinkled, the other 3 students are all painted, one with blue nose and swollen face, and the body is not intact. Is the parent blind? Yanj pulled Qin Chen's wrist and grieved, these 3 guys are going to grab my gold bracelet. So why ask a student to wear such a dazzling gold bracelet and tell others that she is rich and hurry up to grab it? The class teacher immediately stepped forward and said the matter again. Of course she hoped that the matter would be resolved peacefully. Qin Chen didn't speak, he picked up the phone and dialed 110. These are weak human chickens, not worthy of his hands, but this does not mean that his wife can be bullied at will. With so many people robbing his daughter-in-law, she was so helpless and afraid. In this matter, Qin Chen did not intend to rest. These students not only grabbed words, but also grabbed others before. It can also be considered evil. So although it was an attempted robbery in Yanj, it was robbed countless times by other students.